Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Explosive allegations against legendary rapper and mogul Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter. A new civil lawsuit is accusing him of raping a 13-year-old girl with Sean Diddy Combs, which they both deny. The suit claims the alleged assault happened after the Video Music Awards in 2000, the year Jay-Z was nominated for Big Pimpin'. The mogul, husband of megastar Beyonce, calling the accusation heinous. Now his lawyers also firing back, saying these are false, unfounded allegations. The lawsuit was originally filed in October against Combs, Jay-Z's longtime friend, and an unnamed Celebrity A. But now it has been refiled, naming Celebrity A as Jay-Z.
There is nothing unusual about the timing other than the fact that the client authorized us to amend the lawsuit and name Jay-Z as a defendant.
The anonymous woman, who was 13 at the time, described in the lawsuit as being drugged and raped at an MTV VMAs afterparty she says Combs hosted. According to the suit, she recalls accepting a drink that made her feel woozy and lightheaded before she says she was raped by Jay-Z and then Combs in a bedroom as an unnamed female celebrity watched. Now Jay-Z accusing the woman's attorney of trying to blackmail him in a demand letter, suggesting the attorney had tried to seek a settlement first.
These kinds of demand letters are sent on a daily basis across the United States, and attempting to attack me to take the focus off of the alleged perpetrator won't work, and it won't intimidate us.
Sean Combs remains behind bars awaiting trial on various federal charges, including sex trafficking, which he has pleaded not guilty. Busby has filed a string of civil suits against Combs, which Combs' attorneys have dismissed as shameless publicity stunts.
And Chloe, we don't know the identity of the accuser, which was the crux of a filing today.
That's exactly right, Lester. The accuser is currently listed as Jane Doe in the lawsuit, but just hours ago, Jay-Z's attorney filed a motion demanding that her identity be revealed or have this case completely dismissed. Now, ultimately, this will be
Hey, what's going on, family? This is Tyler from No Picks Podcast.
What's up, fam? Joe, No Picks Podcast.
So, Joe, this is real hot right now in the news. There's been a lot of updates since that video I just showed, which we'll talk about obviously in this video. But from what you've seen so far, I'm sure you've seen some clips of it and stuff like that. What's your thoughts on this this Jay-Z civil suit?
Well, I think, man. So when this first hit the news and it started going viral, I was taken aback, right? Because I'm like, yo, they got Hov implicated in something crazy with Diddy.
Right.
I knew it was coming. He spent too much time with Diddy. He went to too many of the parties. Him and Diddy were too close that I'm like, when you're with someone who's that evil, and in my opinion, Diddy is evil, right? But when you're around someone who is that evil, there's no way that that person doesn't change you or rub off on you, or you're not partaking in those activities, right? So I knew something was going to come out with Hov. I don't know if something's going to come out with Beyonce, because at the same time, like, you're married to him. So, like, you mean to tell me that you weren't involved in any of this, or you weren't aware of any of this? There's no way. I honestly don't think so.
Right.
I don't want to throw Beyonce under the bus, but I personally feel like I hope that she's not implicated in any of this too. But like, that might be coming too, right? And they said there was a female celebrity watching as it happened. Now remember, there's a picture of Diddy, Jay-Z, and J-Lo together the night of that party at the VMAs. And I don't know what's going on, but remember, Diddy dated J-Lo for a minute. Like I said, Diddy's been doing this for a while. So anyone who was that close to him is already, for me, implicated in something heinous. So that's my first thought, right? Like, I can speak more about on Hov, but like, how did you feel when you heard about this, bro? Because this was crazy.
I mean, look, I as a kid growing up until his last album, like, I worshiped Jay-Z. You mean, like, I thought he was I still think Jay-Z is the greatest rapper to ever be born on planet Earth. Like, I think he's just that dude to me. Like, he's like, I was about to say top 5. No, for me, he's top 1. Like, he's my favorite. He's my favorite rapper, right? Ever.
Yeah.
So when I heard it, I'm like, damn, this is crazy. So, but when I, as the more I read into it and looked into it and stuff like that, things started sounding crazy. For the first thing I want to say is this: I don't think it should be legal, or I think it's crazy that it's legal that for someone to be able to sue another person anonymously, that's crazy. So it's like, how can I defend if it's me and I'm the rich person? Take Jay-Z out. I'm Ty, right? I'm Ty from No Picks Podcast. You and I become millionaires from this goddamn podcast, and then whatever. And some random person, some Jane Doe, sues me for something 10 years ago, and I have no idea who this person is. How can I defend myself against an anonymous person? It seems like it's just set up for you to just give out some money.
Like settle it. And then make it go away. Yeah. Because that's what Diddy did with Cassie. He settled.
Right.
Diddy didn't even take it. He was like, nope, gave her millions.
But at least in a Cassie case, there's a name.
There's a name, right?
There's a name. You can be like, okay, this person, you wronged this person. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
How do I know you didn't just make something up? Like what's stopping me and you right now from just going on the Diddy stuff? Just being like, yo, F it. Getting lawyers and being like, yo, looking at some stuff and Googling something and be like, oh, you know what? Diddy was in Miami, 3 years ago. Oh, you know what? I was in Miami too. I could just say I saw a Diddy maybe I saw a Diddy at some nightclub or something like that. And I was like, oh, Joe, Diddy was at this nightclub. What's stopping me from just being like filing some papers and being like, yo, not only did I see Diddy at this nightclub, he snatched me from the nightclub, put me in his truck and took me to a hotel and had his way with me.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like it's a crazy concept. Like, how the hell can you sue somebody anonymously without revealing who you are?
That's wild. That is wild. And I don't know if her identity is still anonymous.
No, it still
Please.
is. It still is.
Is it?
Still, his lawyers are filing a petition to be like, yo, you got to reveal yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
there's a video. There's a video.
Go.
I don't know if there's a name attached to it, and I could even be wrong, bro. But I'm telling you, I feel like just recently I saw a video of a woman coming out speaking, the one who's accusing Jay-Z and Diddy of all this stuff, and she's autistic too. So I don't know if this is real or not, but she was giving her account.
What you're talking about.
Yeah, what did I see? Because I might be making shit. I don't want to make it up.
A major news outlet did an interview with a person. It was like a white screen or something.
Yeah,
like that, yeah. Bro, that messed the whole suit up. The suit is crazy right now because they pointed out inconsistencies in this person's story. So one of the inconsistencies, there were several, Jones, right? So one, she said she was 13 at the time, right? So where she was living when she was 13 and where the VMAs were in New York, it was 5 hours away. So people were like, how the hell did you get there? Mm-hmm. So she's like, oh, well, I got driven by somebody, a friend of mine that can't corroborate the story because they died. And, on the way back, my dad picked me up after the after party. The dad is like, I don't remember picking you up. And that's something you will remember. Your 13-year-old girl, you driving 5 hours to pick your 13-year-old daughter up and bring her back. Also, like the times were crazy. The times were crazy because it was like she tells the story like, I went to school and then after I drove 5 hours to the VMAs, and it was like, bro, the VMAs was already over by the time you would have gotten there. Yeah, so that didn't make any sense. So then she also,
this is gonna be messy.
It's super messy, but she messed up. She was like, I talked to a musician. Or like when I was at the after party, I was hanging out with Jay-Z and Diddy. I was talking to this musician. I forget the person. Maybe it was Fred Durst or something like that. You mean like a rock star or something like that. And she was like, and his people came out and was like, no. He was in like Detroit at the time. He wasn't even in New York. He wasn't even at the VMAs. So it's like there's like mad inconsistencies and people are like, bro, you are lying. But she's like, okay, well, maybe I messed up on some of the details, but I remember what happened to me. The details are what make the case. These things have to make sense. You can't just be you can't be making up conversations that you had with people that you never had. Mm-hmm. And then expecting people to believe you, because this whole case is based off your credibility as a person, but you're lying about details, and people are like, so you're not a credible source.
Yeah, she was also. I mean, and if the part about her sipping something that was drugged, right? If that's true, she was also heavily under the influence of something that we don't know. Which means that she was probably disoriented. Maybe she couldn't recall certain things because she was drugged. So that could play a part into it too, if that's true. You know what I mean? But right. In situations like this, I don't know. And I can't even pick a side. What I can say is that sexual assault is never okay. sexual assault against anyone, but a minor is never okay. I'm not endorsing it. I'm not defending it at all. It sucks. But I also believe that people are innocent until proven guilty. And I think that until Hove is, if they have the evidence and everything checks out and they can convince the jury, then he should get whatever whatever comes his way. But until then, I don't know, bro. I don't know. Yeah, it's
No,
going to be
what
messy.
also speaks to his strong position, in my opinion. He's like, listen, there's no statute of limitations in New York for this kind of crime. He's like, no, go to the cops, let them investigate it thoroughly, bring up criminal charges on me. He's telling them to do that. He's like, no, let's not keep it civil. Let's do the whole shebang. Let go to them. Let the detectives investigate this and bring me up on criminal charges. Let's the money is irrelevant, because if he's like listen, because if what you're saying happened, you need to get this monster off the street.
Yeah. Do you think so? Remember earlier how I mentioned he's been good friends with Diddy for a while now. Do you think that friendship kind of hurts his reputation or makes it seem like he might have done something like this?
I would have thought so. I've seen so many interviews with so many other famous people like Marlon Wayans and Shaq and other people, and they'd be like, yo, bro, we go to these parties, we don't see any of this stuff. They're like, we don't know. They'd be like, they say this. Like, they'd be like, I don't know what these freakouts are they're talking about, but we've gone to Diddy parties and we don't see this stuff.
Yeah.
So we like, I don't know what they're talking about. So like, I don't think just being his friend, maybe he picks and chooses people that, you know what I mean, that will are welcomed into these kind of parties. But like, just like the regular run of the mill celebrities, like they don't be seeing this stuff.
This whole Diddy stuff is so. I just wanted to finally just really move and get some names. Like I
Right.
really want Diddy. Like, and I don't want to switch it off of Hove to Diddy, but like because Diddy is involved in this case too. Like I just want the truth to come to light, and I want anybody who was involved in any trafficking or abuse to just be put behind bars, bro. And I hope everyone who did this is arrested or
Right.
faces some kind of justice.
Like everything that I hear about this whole Diddy case, this Diddy stuff, outside of the minor stuff, is basically the nature of it is Diddy's rich and famous. I went to his party. I did these things, but it's like, for me, it's like, you're a consenting adult.
Right.
Like, I'm not trying to hear I'm a guy and I gave Diddy a BJ because, he's rich. Guess what? I worship the ground Jay-Z walks on. No, I don't care what party I'm at. If Jay-Z is in a room, is like, yo, Ty, give me a BJ. It's not happening. I understand how rich he is. I understand the connections that he has. It's never happening. So I don't understand how these grown ass men can be sitting there like, well, Diddy said give him a BJ, so I gave him a BJ. Why? You could just said no. I'm not sucking you off, Diddy. Like,
It's called gay for pay, bro. People do it. Gay for pay.
Well, then, and I'm cool with that. If you want to do that, you're a consenting adult.
But there's still consent, right?
I'm not trying to hear I was scared because it's Diddy and Diddy whipped it out and told me to suck it. I'm not trying to hear that.
Right.
You're a grown person, man or woman. You flew from Kansas to New York to go to this party. You could have just stayed home, watch the Goonies or watch Sons of Anarchy. I don't know what people. You didn't have to go there.
Right.
Like I want to hear this stuff too, because I'm like, I'm not trying to hear the 40 grown ass people talking about something. Well, Diddy told me to do it, so I did it. You could have said no. I'm not doing it. Like listen, I'm just a regular run of the mill dude. I love me some Leo. I love me some Denzel Washington. I love me some Jay-Z. I love a lot of. If any of these high power celebrities say, hey, bring me in the room and be like, yo, suck it, I'm gonna be like, no, I'm not doing that. I don't care what you're like. Listen, maybe I'll listen.
No. I agree with you. I agree. I just know that some people in different circumstances will operate differently or move differently, right? I'm not, you know what I mean?
Then
but
that's on you. That's
people
your
will.
fault.
Yeah.
You sucked him off. Now you feel sorry. Now,
yeah.
Listen, you deserve to wear that as a badge. I'm about to say badge of honor. a badge of disgrace. Like that's on you. You should go to your grave with that because that's a decision that you yourself have made, ma'am or sir.
Yeah.
No one made you do it. Unless you're telling
Right.
me Diddy, as soon as all the other famous people that were vouching for it, they leave and then they turn the purple lights on and be like, okay, cool, everybody take a drink right now, and the drink is laced with something. Unless you're telling me you were drugged against your will,
No.
even if you're telling me that you went to this party and there were drugs available and you took the drugs, that's on you.
Yeah.
Taking the
Yeah.
drugs
We,
unwillingly and no one knows, that's different. You were a victim.
right. And but there are some people saying that they were drugged without knowing. Did he
Okay,
pass him a drink?
if that can be proven, Roof Diddy, I got no allegiance to Diddy. Make sure he never sees the light
Right.
of day. I don't care. But if there's a bowl
Yeah.
of I don't know, perks or something like that, and you went in there and you said, oh, and then you end up sucking off 3 of his bodyguards, that's on you. You made the decision to pop them perks. That's on you.
Yeah. Well, that's real, bro. I've been waiting for this case to progress. Because I really want to see the final product. I really want to see what the verdict is, and I really want to see all the celebrities, if any, that are implicated in this, bro. Like the Freakniks, the Freak-Offs, whatever they're called. Like I'm ready, bro. I'm ready to see something. Now, Hove, bro. I mean, I wish you the best, bro. If it wasn't you, I wish you the best. I know that Beyonce has already removed like Carter from the end of her last name and certain things that she's been promoting, and now it's just Knowles, and I'm like, oh, she's really trying to distance himself from that, right? Um, or even like Ben Affleck and J Lo. Ben Affleck basically left J Lo, and some people theorize that it's because he knew this was coming with Diddy, and that she might have been implicated in some of that. And he wanted to be as far away from her as possible because it's like I ain't got nothing to do with that. You know what I mean? Because she was with Diddy for a minute, and who knows what she may have been involved with as well. Because I'm sure she's seen some stuff. Because Diddy did some stuff. So it's messy, bro. I still believe in innocent until proven guilty. So I'm not gonna be like whatever, but like I wish you the best, Hove. I just wish that you wasn't running around in circles with Diddy. That's not a good look, in my opinion, after knowing what kind of person Diddy is now. So that's all I can really say, bro.
All right, well, listen, let us know what y'all think, family. It's everywhere. Oh, wait, this is the last thing I wanted to say, too. You know the chick Jaguar, right, that's out here with all these conspiracy theories?
She been talking about Hove for a minute, bro.
Hove had her ass with a cease and desist, and he's suing her. And now she's backtracking on all the Hove stuff. You should see the video. Like, yeah, bro, there are videos. She's like, "Oh, I never said Hove did this to me. I never." It's like people are like, "Yes, you did. You've been talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce for years." She's like, "No. Those videos that y'all see are doctored. They're not me saying that." Niggas is like, "Wait, what? Like, what is going on right now?" Like, so she's saying the videos that we seen of her saying Jay-Z did X, Y, and Z. They're fake videos. They're not real videos. So she's trying not to get sued really, really bad.
All right, Jaguar. Interesting.
So anyway, let us know what y'all think, family. Like, comment, subscribe. Definitely comment. I mean, listen, I want to know what y'all think of the whole the Jay case. Like, this is interesting.
Y'all think he did it? Y'all think he's guilty? Like, how y'all feel about it?
All right, let us know. Till next time.
Till next time.